please welcome your next boxer to the ring. Boxing out of Islington, Jordan Grannum.
When he's finding a kid like him that wants to win, it'll be interesting to see how that power translates. No, he's a good
Now let's hear it for his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, from Grannum, Scotland, Stephen Newns Jr.
See him every week.
At least that's Maree.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is 6 3-minute rounds in the super middleweight division. Brought to you courtesy of Frank Duffy Promotions in association with Maree Boxing. Your referee for this contest is A-star referee Mark Mason, and your timekeeper is Anthony Weston. Introducing first, boxing out of your blue corner, he wears the red and black shorts. Official weight of heavy stone, 8 pounds 6 ounces. He's one of boxing's elite centurions. Tonight, he takes part in his 183rd professional contest. From Islington, London, it's the grafter, Jordan Grannum. And opposing him across the ring, boxing out of your red corner, he wears the green and black shorts. Official weight of heavy stone, 7 pounds and 11 ounces. He's a former multi-titled amateur boxer. As a professional, he's undefeated. 7 contests, 7 victories. From Grannum, Scotland, Stephen Newns Jr. 6 million rounds.
So on we go with the action here at the Oldham Leisure Centre, this Maree boxing event, and of course a couple of vacant area titles on the line later in the show, but this a really interesting one. Stephen Newns, the 27-year-old from Scotland, wears the green shorts with black panels in against the extremely experienced Jordan Grannum, the 32-year-old who fights as a professional for the 184th time tonight. Wears the red and black, and quick out of the blocks is Stephen Newns, and alongside me for commentary, I'm delighted to say, is Ryan Oliver, who has just been in the corner for Alex Carter's very impressive 6-round victory over Jake Bray.
Good evening, Dom. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, thank you, and looking forward to this. And Stephen Newns, a man who you know very well, he's just started very, very brightly in against Grannum, who knows what he's doing in there, but this is very sharp work,
very sharp
from Newns. Very brisk, very crisp, very spiteful, accurate punching from the off.
Yeah, I did some sparring with Stephen Newns back in 2018. I think he just got back from the Commonwealth Games. He's very sharp, so I'm not surprised at how he started, if I'm honest. But like you say, Jordan's incredibly experienced, so he'll have seen this maybe a few times before.
I think that's fair to say. Of course, Grannum is one of the best road warriors there are. Good boxer himself, knows what he's doing. He's in action pretty much every week because of his skill set.
Yeah, he's very good defensively. He's so relaxed, composed, and he always gives something back as well, doesn't he? He's always there, letting you know.
This is Really good pace in the early stages from Newns.
Got a good jab, hasn't he?
Very, very
sharp with it, varies it up.
Very sharp, very accurate.
I'll tell you what, this is the best. I've seen Stevens, he's had a few fights here now. Obviously he's not a local lad, but he does fight out of here each time, and I'd say this is the best I've seen him start. Maybe that's a case of, with his amateur pedigree, used to boxing better kids, maybe the better the fight that's put in front of him, he'll perform better himself, because Jordan's no mug, is he?
No, he looks like he's trying to make a statement in there as well. Against a fella that out of those 182 fights before this one tonight, he's been stopped just 3 times.
Wow. Do we know who those guys were?
Of course I do.
Of course Dom does.
You're trying to test me, aren't you?
I'm not. If there's one thing that people know about Don McGuinness, is he does his own work.
Well, Zach Shelley was one of them.
Oh, well, there you go. He's not soft puncher, is he?
Exactly.
Good work this from Stephen. Varying it up, body and head.
Another fella that you'd know, Niall Brown, forced a retirement from Jordan Grannum.
Oh, wow. Good boxer, Niall Brown. He was out the other week, weren't he?
Yep.
Yeah, good start to that fight from Newns.
Yeah, very bright start. This is just his second 6-rounder as well, but he has done one before, so he knows how to pace it. It's like just mentioned before, your own fighter Alex Carter, his first 6-rounder tonight. You were in the corner for that. Just your view of it, I thought he boxed really, really well and judged the 6 rounds extremely well. Obviously he's got a great engine and showed a few gears as well.
Yeah, thanks mate. A few people, just in the short time that I've had here before jumping on comms with you, have said they were really impressed with him. It's definitely his best performance yet. It's his 6th fight. I think Alex is definitely better over the rounds. You hear that said all the time. Oh, I'll be better over the rounds. But he definitely is. He needs a couple of rounds to settle in, like a lot of lads do. I think first 2 rounds had a look, good jab, good face. You know, kept his opponent Jake Bray nice and honest, kept him busy, kept him thinking. And yeah, I personally thought he looked really composed. I thought he looked experienced beyond his time, sort of thing.
Yeah, just 23.
Yeah.
Plenty of time for him to learn. Stephen Newns at 27, and you mentioned the amateur experience, went to the Commonwealth Games for Scotland, was very, very seasoned amateur. And now this fight number 8, 7 wins so far, no blips, no stoppages as yet, which is understandable given that he's always in really with fighters that are looking after themselves, being maybe a bit negative, trying to survive. When people come to open up, I'm sure we're going to see this accuracy and this sharp shooting that he's got all the shots. We're going to see him take a lot of people out, but Jordan Grannum is a very different animal.
100%. Like I said earlier, say the better the fight, because Jordan's an incredibly good fighter, but it's about the ambition in which he's got. He's in there to do a job, as everyone knows, and he's one of the best to ever do that job. So I think, like you say, when someone has a bit more ambition, they've got hopes for their own career, and they start opening up a little bit, I think that's when we'll see Stephen shine, because the counter punch, I think, will come into play. I'm well impressed with his jab. He's got a really sharp jab. I don't know what it looks like on the screen, but being up close, it's really good.
It's the kind of pedigree, isn't it? You can see that amateur pedigree, doing everything correct.
Yeah. Just always got his feet underneath him, hasn't he? Pressure with the front foot. He's always got his back leg there there or thereabouts, so he can lay back on it. Little half steps. He never goes for runs. He don't go for a big walk around the ring. He's always in front of his opponent. It's good stuff. You can hear Billy Nelson to my right talking about that front foot, and that's what he's asking of him.
Yeah, he's brought a few down from Scotland, Cleland, where he's from. They're here in Oldham tonight to support him.
Yeah, I was going to say that for a lad from up that far up north. I know we're up north here, but he is popular, isn't he?
Yep.
Brings a few people with him.
Looks the part as well.
Yeah, he does.
And yeah, Billy Nelson in the corner.
You've got a good experienced man like Billy.
Yep.
In there, it speaks volumes, doesn't it? He's obviously seen something in him.
You're watching fights like this now, Ryan, you did your bit. as a pro as well, of course. What was it, 8-3 that you finished on?
Yeah, officially. Officially.
You miss it? Do you miss being in there?
I do miss it, yeah. One of my old foes, Nathan Heaney, is out tonight. I believe he's having his last fight, so I've been told. So good luck to him. He's a good lad. And yeah, I do miss it. Only miss this really, fight night. Don't particularly miss the lifestyle, the things in which come with being a professional boxer. But you know, I definitely do miss fight night. But I'm still involved in it. Obviously having Alex, and I've got another lad I'm working with who's going to turn over next year. So yeah, what we're saying there, 2-0 up.
Oh yeah, I think another solid round from Stephen Newns.
Yeah. What would you like to see from him? What would you like to see from him? Maybe a few more gears?
Well, I think it's
difficult
really,
with Jordan.
We've mentioned Jordan Grannum a couple of times. I think it's very, very hard. You've got mentally switched on to not get frustrated and not think I'm going to take this far out here. He started incredibly brightly, I think, Stephen. Very, very sharp, and really put it on Jordan very early. But I think now he's starting to realise what he's in there with.
Exactly.
Well, he looks like he's got a very good temper and Newns, and I'm sure because of his experience as an amateur and everything else, he's seen it all. He's been in with people, and he knows. Sometimes you just got to be patient, keep doing what you're doing, picking the right shots, which I think he's been doing.
And that's the thing that I was saying, you know, with Alex's performance. What I want from him, you're not going to blast everyone out. These guys are there to look after themselves. So what people who know boxing realise is if he keeps this up and he boxes Jordan Grannum like this for 6 rounds, it's a statement in itself. You don't need to be banging people out in order to make a statement. Just the performance itself and how you go about your work can be a statement enough.
Well, I'm sure he's learnt a few things. You can see there's a little bit of reddening down the right-hand side of his face. He knows he's been in a contest with Grannum tonight, and I think he'll probably be impressed with some of the tricks of the trade that he'll learn off Jordan Grannum tonight, who's been there, done it all, been in with everybody.
100%, because that, you know, being at the top of the amateur game and looking to get to the top of the pro game are two different things. You know, a lot of people tell you it's a different sport, so he definitely will learn some tricks like some of the dark arts tonight. I think he's a little bit better when he feints first.
Jab is certainly the shot though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Jab
definitely.
is definitely his best shot that we see at the moment.
So I like how he brings his feet with him. Like I said before, he's always got his feet underneath him, which allows him to always be in a position to punch, but also get out of the way of shots. He's got good controlled legs, hasn't he? But like you say, it's that amateur pedigree. You don't go to a Commonwealth Games if you've not got the fundamentals down.
Good right hand after that double jab there from Newns.
Just changing the angle a little bit there, trying a different point of attack. Probably get to a point with people like Jordan where you think, well, you're running out of ideas. I'd just keep it the same. If I was in Stephen's corner, keep on that sharp jab like he just did. The other shots will come off it, you know. Go to work for these 6 rounds and get your win and get on your way. Thing is as well, you always feel as though he's got something that he's about to throw back Jordan. He's always in a position to throw himself, isn't he?
You mentioned that the word at the very start is how relaxed he is. I mean, under fire, the way that he can just keep that composure that, you know, very few could, you know, that's why he's had 183 professional contests.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not used to being in the ring by that point, then you never will be, will you? But it's impressive, you know, looking at, oh, great shot. See, this is the thing, he's always got someone coming back.
Yeah, just caught Newns with a good left hand there, Jordan Grannum. Again, you hear the cliches all the time, don't you, but about learning in fights like this, but I'm sure he'll say this after the fight, what he has learned.
Well, the cliches for a reason, it is a thing, isn't it? You take as much, you're just collecting data as you go on at this stage of your career, aren't you? If you have high hopes down the line, you want to get as much experience from these fights as you can. Well, he knows he's in a bit more of a fight after that little left hand coming back, doesn't he? He'll be doing good.
Bit of blood around the nose and mouth, he's been caught a couple of times by Grannum. No doubt he's fully in control, 3 rounds to the good as we enter the second half of this contest. And of course, still plenty to come here on this Maree boxing show in association with Frank Duffin. We've got a couple of vacant area belts to be contested by Aaron Hayden and Adam Carberry. That for the super bantamweight belt. That's a cracker of a fight. And then the main event, if it is the main event, it's the last fight of the night, you could say, because of course some great fights, but Marcus Tomlinson and Nathan Shepherd for that middleweight central area belt. Don't want to jinx it, but rarely do you see a poor area fight.
No, it's very true. They mean the world to young lads coming through. First shot at a title. It's like you say, they usually get a barnstormer, don't you?
Usually very well matched.
Yeah,
similar records, and it's exactly what we've got tonight. It's one. Well, the two fights are so good on paper. I'm pretty sure they're going to live up to the billing.
Is it just me, or has Jordan come out a little bit busier this round? It's round 4.
Round 4. Still moving well. Grannum as well uses the ring as he does, as Newns, as you'd imagine, claiming centre of the ring.
Just always got his chin tucked, hasn't he? Always got his chin tucked down, hands nice and high. And also when he throws the shots, like when he throws the jab, he tucks his chin to the side as he throws it, so his head comes off the centre line all the time. He's never like vacant. He never leaves his head in no man's land to be caught clean, like just like that. Always coming back with something. He's a top away fighter, top road warrior.
You were in with a couple of them, weren't you? Willie Warburton being one. I think you boxed him twice, didn't you?
I did box him twice, yeah. He was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though. This is the thing when people look at the records and you don't realise how skilled these guys are.
No,
you know,
they're
obviously,
unbelievable.
the likes of Willie Warburton, Jordan Grannum. You know that. You know, if they wanted, if you like, the aggravation of selling tickets and all the stuff that goes with it, they could have had very, very different careers, but they've chosen the path they did, and it's worked for them as well. They've had good careers in different ways.
Yeah, in a totally different way, but they've set themselves up in life, and they're doing well. And people like Willie, he's a lovely lad, really nice fella. I think he had 201 in the end, which is just outrageous. But yeah, really good. And I learnt so much from. I did 10 rounds with him all together, and from those 10 rounds, I probably learnt more than any other fight. Really clever bloke, and was always keen to give you a little bit of advice afterwards as well, and a little bit of encouragement, which I always appreciated. But I did say to him after the second time, I don't ever want to see him again in the ring. I said, I'll go for a pint with you, and that's that.
Well, still Stephen Newns in control here, still using that jab to great effect.
I think we've talked about before, Dom, where we were saying like the more ambition that the opponent's got. Jordan's there doing a job, like we've said. Stephen almost looks like he wants Jordan to throw a little bit. Maybe not too much, but it's like he's waiting for a shot to come so he can counter. Jordan's too clever for that, to just come back with like the odd single shots. He's kind of eager to be. He wants to draw a lead from his opponent. That's why he's feinting and whatnot. But Jordan's not falling for it. Another solid round though. I like him. I think he's good. He was sharp back in the day when we sparred. And
How did you get on with him?
Okay, because I'm not going to lie, I'm very honest. And he'll tell you himself, we spoke about it the other week. The first few rounds, he was so sharp. He was a young amateur, just come back from going off games. I had a little bit of a slow style anyway. I'd like to try and break people down over rounds. So after 2-3 rounds, I don't think I've landed a shot. But then, obviously with him being an amateur at the time and only doing 3 rounders, as we did a few more rounds, I think I started to come to my own a little bit more. But you can see him now, he looks totally different. He's a man now. He was a young lad then, he was a teenager. So he looks like he's got a bit more man strength, a little bit more composure and whatnot.
When we finish, come see him.
All right.
Seconds out. Round 5.
Well, the penultimate round, this, well, classed as a super middleweight contest tonight. Middleweight would be more Newns' division. A very good stable of fighters, hasn't he, Kevin Maree?
Yeah, really good kid. He's a good man, Kev. I was with him towards the end of my career. He got me a couple of big fights. He's an honest man, which, you know, that's all you want really as a boxer. In boxing, you just want people to be up front with you and do the best by you, and that's definitely what he does, which is why I've got my lads with him. He builds the fighters in the right way as well. He's clever with how he does it. You know, he knows what he's doing with the likes of Stephen, he knows what he's doing with my Alex, and he treats each fighter individually, and he knows what's required to get the best out of them.
Good 1-2 from Newns.
Ooh. See, he's always sharp with them returns, Jordan. See, I'd like to see Stephen, you know, when Jordan does come back with something, it's almost like he's shocked that he has done, you know, because it is so few and far between. Maybe go straight afterwards, you know, first and third, as they say, like start the attack off. When Jordan does come back, be sharp to then come back with the second phase. And that might be how you catch him a little bit cleaner than you have been doing so.
It's a good tight guard of Grannum, though. He's catching lots of shots on gloves, as you would imagine. But that jab has been very, very impressive from Stephen Newns all night.
Billy Nelson to my right, asking him to go up and down with it, just vary it up a little bit. I say, you know, there's no criticism, but if there is a criticism, maybe he's just not throwing it downstairs as much as what you might like, because then it's going to set up the shots to the head. But there isn't much criticism there at all. He's doing a real good job with a real top fighter. So just there, maybe, you know, it's time to just go again with that second phase. That's good.
Good shot to the body.
Yeah, another good round. I'll tell you what, a kid who's on later on, that Max Curtis, I've been impressed with him. I like watching him each time he's been on these shows, and I've been in and around him. I've been really impressed with him. He's another one who's really composed and quite relaxed. You know, for his experience level, he's a very relaxed fighter.
Yeah, he is in with Casey Grannum. That a little bit later on. We've also got Connor Ward in action against Engel Gomez. Jake Turner takes on Jonatas Rodrigo. And then later on, as mentioned, we've got the Central Area title at Super Bantam. Hayden against Carberry. Conor Mistiadis and Robbie Chapman do battle.
He's just waving at me as you say that, Conor Mistiadis. Literally, as you said his name, he's waving at us.
10 seconds.
Must have urged it,
Well, he's on the penultimate fight. And then it is Tomlinson against Shepherd.
Sixth and final round.
A little bit of chat as both men touch gloves at the end, or the start I should say, the sixth and final round.
What a gentleman he is. Thank you, Stephen, I appreciate you, brother. What a gent.
Or is that
That's
clever?
what Jordan
Is it
does,
also
yeah.
clever?
Yeah.
Or it's like, let's be friends now.
Yeah. It's the beauty of boxing, isn't it?
Yep.
Punch holes out of one another and give each other a big cuddle after. It's great. Yeah, maybe, like, you know, again, if we talked about what you could do differently, just maybe take a few more risks the last round. Nothing daft, but, you know, it's last round, you're comfortable, you're landing good shots, your jab's great, your feet are great. Maybe we just, you know, like we said earlier, a few more phases, a few more risks taken. But you can't, I'm looking for stuff to pick from it. You can't really pick any negatives at all. It looks really well.
Just to give you an idea as well of Jordan Grannum and what his life is all about. After this one, he's got 5 fights scheduled. So,
wow.
Obviously, as we know, if you get stopped, you don't fight.
Yep, so that's what he's here
For
for.
28 days at least.
At least.
So he has to get through the fights, and then he's got, as I say, a very busy diary, but that's how good he is, and that's why he's in demand the way he is. But for Stephen Newns, again, I think this has been a really, really handy 6 rounds that we've seen plenty of potential in this fella.
Yeah, I like him. I like him. Really sharp. I knew that anyway. He's punched me plenty of times. But yeah, really sharp work. Just majorly impressed with his jab. I think I was going to take one thing away from it, which was most impressive, the jab. The jab and the feet underneath him all the time. Really good. Got good variation in the weight of the jab as well. He doesn't always throw it hard, doesn't always throw it at the same speed. He varies it up. Yeah, good feint before he throws, that's good.
So the last 30 seconds of this contest, and again that jab still working to good effect, as it has from the first bell for Newns. Just nice double it up.
Be a good night of boxing this. Good opener with my lad Alex. It was a good fight, good 6 round. This has been a good fight. Like you say, the 2 title fights will be a good night all round. They're not playing games either. Kev's got the main man Dom on the comms. He's obviously shelled out tonight, hasn't he? No expense spared in Oldham tonight.
Well, there we have it. Really good 6 rounds. The 2 men embrace, as you would imagine they would. Newns from Cleland in Scotland will move to 8-0. I'm sure there's no doubt about that. You'd struggle really to not give every bit of every round really to Stephen Newns, but obviously Jordan Grannum does what he does and just throws the odd reminder to keep everyone honest.
Exactly. And that he certainly does keep everyone honest.
And again, he's going to be a busy lad over the next few weeks anyway. He's boxing all the time.
Looks that way. He needs holiday. That's what he needs. It's just so composed and he's so casual about it all. Say he'd do it again, wouldn't he now? He'd do another 6.
Well, there we go. Referee Mark Lyson is going to call both men to the middle. He's the scoring referee, of course, tonight for this contest. So let's cross to our MC, Steve Reed. Very brief.
No, I don't need to go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of action, your referee Mark Lyson scores the contest 60 points to 54 for your winner, still undefeated, Stephen Newns Jr.
So as we thought, a shutout for Stephen Newns.
And
so
appreciation please for Jordan Grannum.
And quite rightly, Grannum gets a round of applause from everybody at the Oldham Leisure Centre tonight.